place off. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You said that you ballin', keep it real though.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now it's Carson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Big 20. Yellow 20. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
From the 31, Stafford. It's caught by OBJ. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. energy. The way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
On first down, here's Breida. Shifts by him, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Blue 60. 59. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different long night.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Carson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They run it with Carson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 16-yard line.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
This is Carson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Carson, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he finds McDonald. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Breida, he'll try the right side. Kendall Beckwith on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Monday. No.
From the 45 on second down. Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Throwing is Stafford, and the pressure gets to him again.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Hey, if you kill it, motion me out. Mike's 5-4. 18. Mike's 5-4. Let's go, D. Whip. Watch the whip. 61. Matchbox. Light.
Looking to throw on second down. Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Trubisky will throw. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside and have to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Bang, bang, bang. Topper, topper.
Back in his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Hey, ball. Check 13. Hey, Delta. Mike, check. 59.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Now it's Crowder. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Come on, real right, 22. Switch it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 3rd down, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I probably maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a man open down the middle of the field. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Hey, easy, easy. Mike 5'9". Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Running right, this is Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Tight game, 18. Hey, Alpha. Jump. Check, 59. You ain't got nothing.
Here's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Crowder now to return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Set! Get a 20! Watch the slant.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 15. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 37-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Trubisky to throw. It's complete to Watt. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. It's a give to Freeman running right. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Stafford. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Zach Cunningham, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. He returns the punt 61 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Waiting. 59. Get him. Get him. Get him.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost. There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get there. Hey, Zoo. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. I got one.
To the air again, Stafford. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll give the Smallwood out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. This one complete to Smallwood. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Now Trubisky on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Trubisky to throw. Gets it off to Freeman. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Freeman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
General West. Check.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Check, 59. Watch the blood, watch the blood, watch the blood. Watch the blood, motion, blood. Kill. Alert.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Hey.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big... Oh, this is blocked. And the Rams have got it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Stafford now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. Stafford. And the catch made by Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Stafford. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford, it's caught. Beckham. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
Monday. Mike, check. 59. Five. Watch his slant.
Stafford looks to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
18. Hey, seam six.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Kill. Back's mine. Mike's 5-4. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now Trubisky. Washington's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
Let's go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles,